Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. We'll discuss XRP, but I'll also cover what else is happening in the cryptocurrency space. Thus, Citadel Fidelity and Charles Schwab established the ADX Markets cryptocurrency exchange. A recent news release announced the formal debut of a new cryptocurrency exchange known as FX Markets. New digital asset platform launched by joint efforts of Citadel Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Sequoia Capital, Virtu Financial, and Paradigm. I'm not going to use this period again because it's so transparent. The SEC has finally made it possible for large financial institutions to invest in cryptocurrency. I'm bored of it because whatever the next great thing in tech is, it's going to be tokenization again because that's what the big banks want. It will involve cutting-edge innovations that haven't even been thought of yet. Big banks are going to start dabbling with crypto, but they don't want little ones getting involved. Also, that might be the key to solving many of the problems plaguing American banks today. Deutsche Bank, the largest bank in Germany, reportedly appealed to BaFin on June 20 for permission to act as a custodian for digital assets. Overseas countries now give 0f***ck's about banks dabbling with cryptocurrency. They understand its worth to them. Those nations are eager to advance technologically. Unlike in the United States, over half of all Germans have already invested in cryptocurrency. When I first read that, I was taken aback, and I wondered how something like that could ever fly in the United States. The bank has suddenly begun to offer cryptocurrency. Many members of the younger generation would support such a move. However, consider how the bank may one day leverage cryptocurrency, or how you may one day use cryptocurrency as security to purchase a home and pay off the loan with passive income from yet another cryptocurrency. Again, banks are failing to capitalize on promising prospects, and I don't expect the trend toward bank mergers and acquisitions to end anytime soon. I'll elaborate on that at the end of the movie, so consider this a pause while we wait for that. With this latest trademark application, MasterCard is making clear its intentions regarding blockchain and cryptocurrency payments. MasterCard and Visa will naturally want to adopt cryptocurrency. Consider the issuance of all the new crypto cards that will soon be available. And that's how, we're still early, when people who don't even like crypto will be utilizing crypto on a regular basis without even knowing it. Our time will have arrived, though, when ordinary people start utilizing crypto without understanding it. The value of XRP will then increase exponentially. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, recently declared its support for a worldwide digital currency and the eventual abolition of cash. Consequently, IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva proposed the introduction of a global central bank digital currency during a presentation at a conference in Morocco. The statement coincides with a global trend toward a cashless society, where currency itself is phased out by governments. According to Georgieva, the IMF is planning to introduce a single digital currency that would be accepted worldwide in an effort to bring countries together and level the playing field in economic transactions. That's doomed to fail at any attempt. And may I tell you why right this second? China is pushing for independence from the dollar because they're lobbying for their own currency. The United States will likely pursue a separate currency. They're trying really hard to achieve a global currency, but I don't see the countries agreeing. That's why XRP is required. This layer of trust serves as a link between the United States and China, America with Russia, the United States and every other nation in the world. That's where we're headed in the near future. But the IMF is working on a plan to create a single global currency. They agree with the World Economic Forum and see XRP as the main platform for CBDCs globally. There is mounting evidence that XRP will become the dominant network for national digital currencies. According to the IMF, Marketplace offers some appealing benefits, and XRP is intended as a private settlement asset, thus the two make good starting points as we investigate various models for these CBDC platforms. We also know that the IMF is a huge fan of XRP. This gadget is a big hit with them. But here comes the crucial query: let's assume CBDCs always succeed in failing. This is already occurring in other countries. Is there a risk of complete failure? Where would XRP be used then? Zero? Not at all. It would continue to expand, and daily monetary transactions would not cease. They would just revert to the previous method, after which they would likely develop a new strategy. But again, I don't know how effective CBDCs will be or not, and from what we've read, it seems like every few weeks a new country goes online with their CBDC and it fails to gain traction. At the same time, political figures and states in the United States are pushing back against CBDCs. As a result, the IMF has unveiled a brand new payment system that is compatible with Ripple. The ZK platform was the name given to this when it was first unveiled earlier today. Despite its insignificance, it was quickly dubbed the XRP and Ripple killer by the media. It has some connections to Stellar XLM and Ripple. But do you grasp my meaning? That's the end of my interest in hearing about international money transfers whenever something is announced. This is the final nail in XRP's coffin. I don't sure if it's because people genuinely dislike XRP or if they just hope it goes away. To report programmability in CBDC transactions and enhance information management, the ZK platform, as it has been labeled, would use a single ledger. Tokens such as Ripple's XRP and Stellar XLM can be used on the new platform. The IMF has published a fintech note outlining its architecture and management. Finally, you have it. I've always maintained that in the long run, Stellar and Ripple will complement one another. There is no hostility between the XRP and XLM. The connection to XDC will become clear later. In the future, you'll start to see Algo integrated into this. Whether or not XRP and XLM will be the first movers depends on whether or not trade is digitized. To begin with, XDC stands to gain the most from a sudden shift to digital trade because it will be the market leader. We were aware that Montenegro was working with Ripple on a prototype stablecoin initiative. That's why we're teaming up with Montenegro to create a digital stablecoin. Ripple will collaborate with the Central Bank of Montenegro on a digital token pilot project and may eventually use XRP for international transfers. Finastra, Volante, and ACI Global are the three Ripple partner banks participating in the U.S. Federal Reserve planned FedNow launch on July 1, 2023. When you learn that the event is scheduled for July 1, your first thought is likely that the case must be resolved before then so that Ripple can join the Federal Reserve. Here is what I conclude. It's not impossible, though. When Fed, they wait. Maybe they're saying they got ahead of themselves or that it's not ready yet. Since neither they nor the countries they hope to collaborate with in the future are prepared for the event, it will be postponed until the fall. That, I believe, will develop with time. As a result, I anticipate a period of delay. Or perhaps a lawmaker will introduce legislation to temporarily halt Fed's operations. You can never tell with anything like that unless you get all the information. But I'm jumping the gun here. If Ripple were to receive this settlement by July 1st, it might be Fed today and become live immediately. Now we just have to observe how things develop. However, there are those who agree with you. They reason that if Fed is finally implemented on July 1st, then the ruling must be in their favor by now. How riveting. Most of the time, Apple News sends me mainstream media stories. This article was just sent to my phone, and it's a big deal. According to the most recent numbers from the Federal Reserve's Economic Data FRED system, $79.16 billion was transferred out of U.S. bank accounts between June 1st and June 7th. $803.5 billion have been withdrawn from consumer accounts over the past year, making the deposit flight a significant reversal after 2 weeks of inflows into the system. The total amount of money deposited in U.S. banks is now $17.20 trillion. People are withdrawing funds from financial institutions as a result of a growing awareness of this system data. The public has had enough of that system. They are no longer generating a profit from it. To achieve their goal of financial independence, they are now exploring new opportunities to generate income from their savings. It's not as simple as putting it away in a savings account and thinking, well, when I have $500,000 saved, I can retire comfortably. Due to unforeseen circumstances, most people cannot confidently claim that they will never accumulate $500,000. However, are you aware of the crypto investment strategy that can get you to $500,000? Suddenly, the market explodes, and you make a ton of money. Where else could you have the chance to accomplish that? Nowhere. That's why people are pulling their money out of banks. To reiterate, financial institutions would have a fighting chance if their leaders adopted cryptography. Here we are, and I think this list is fantastic. I'm about to tell you all about it. This is all that both you and I have made it through. If you're still around after the market crash of 2018, congratulations! Trading in cryptocurrencies is banned in China, India, Tesla is selling Bitcoin, and mining in cryptocurrencies is banned in China. The lunar blockade, BlockFi Traveler FTX as Andre exits the EU's Phantom UMICA regulation, the NYIAG's peg to the USDC against Qcoins. We still don't know if we made it through that ordeal. What happens next is something we have to watch out for. In the future, this might turn into a Terminator situation. SEC versus Binance, SEC versus Coinbase, SEC versus Sol ADA-Matic, and others. The big crypto banking attack in the US, yet Bitcoin is still selling at $27,000. Nor today, nor ever. Moreover, if you've made it this far, you have a fighting chance against any challenge. And now comes the best part, the part where we celebrate the skyrocketing value of our XRP. That's something I feel compelled to tell you all. That is the essential point at hand. I'm really excited for when everything clicks into place like this. In yesterday's video, I gave you a demonstration. How I believe the United States has already expanded. All systems are go, and Ripple is spreading into other nations right now, setting up shop there. The same holds true for Swift. Swift is expanding over the globe and implementing cutting-edge technology. However, progress is being made. This is the proper moment. The team is patient and optimistic. We can overcome any difficulty. And on that note, I'm going to end this video. Please accept my gratitude for tuning in. I value every single one of you. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.